It's carved out in the unknown. In the moments when you choose to believe in yourself, even when everything around you says not to. This is your time. Not because the world says so. Not because the stars have aligned. But because you've decided it is. Because you refuse to be defined by limits that were never yours to begin with. Let this be the moment you stop waiting. Let this be the moment you start building. Everything changes the second you choose to rise. There was a time when silence felt safer than the truth. A time when shrinking seemed easier than standing tall. But that time is over. The quiet that once protected you has become a prison, and now the only way out is through the fire of your own voice. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something unstoppable. You have hidden pieces of yourself out of fear they wouldn't be accepted. You've dulled your own light to make others comfortable. But now you understand that the world doesn't need a softer version of your truth. It needs your full presence, your unfiltered strength, your relentless heart. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are exactly what this moment demands. Every heartbeat that has carried you through the storm was preparing you to speak with a voice that won't tremble, to walk with a spine that won't bend, to rise with a power that can't be ignored. Let others question. Let them doubt. Their disbelief has nothing to do with your destiny. You are not here to convince them. You are here to become the one thing they never saw coming. So speak even when your voice shakes. Walk even when your legs are tired. Rise even when your spirit aches. Because the future you dream of isn't waiting for permission. It's waiting for you to show up exactly as you are, fearless, flawed, and completely free. Somewhere deep within you, there is a flame that has never gone out. No matter how many storms you faced, no matter how many nights you questioned your worth, that fire endured. Quiet, steady, waiting. And now it's time to let it burn, not to destroy, but to illuminate, to set the path before you ablaze with purpose and clarity. You were not made for hiding. You were not built for shrinking. You were created to expand, to take up space, to carry your story with pride and walk forward with unshakable conviction. The world will always have opinions, doubts, distractions, but those are not your concern. Your concern is the choice you make every morning, the choice to rise, to show up, to fight for your future like it already belongs to you. There will be moments when the weight feels unbearable, when fear whispers lies and fatigue tells you to give up. In those moments, remember who you are. Remember every obstacle you've already conquered, every tear that didn't break you, every closed door that led you to something better. This journey will not be perfect. It will not be easy, but ease was never the goal. The goal is truth. The goal is growth. The goal is to live so boldly that regret has no place in your story. So move forward with the flame in your chest and the fire in your eyes. This is not just a chapter. This is your revolution. It begins in silence, not in the noise of approval, not in the applause of others, but in the quiet decision you make when no one is watching. A choice to stand up one more time, to believe in something bigger than fear, to believe in yourself. Strength does not shout, it whispers. It whispers in the early mornings when you rise despite the weight. It speaks through actions when your mind is filled with doubt. It shows up in persistence, not perfection. This life will test you. It will pull at your edges. It will throw shadows on your path and expect you to stumble. But you are not here to collapse. You are here to rise. You are here to grow from the chaos, to shape it into fuel. But you are not here to collapse. You are here to rise. You are here to grow from the chaos, to shape it into fuel, to use it to build something unshakable. Your dreams are not foolish. Your goals are not too much. The vision that lives inside you is not there by accident. It is your responsibility, your calling, and no one else is meant to carry it but you. Every step forward counts, even the smallest ones, even the quiet victories no one sees. They all matter. They are all leading you somewhere real, somewhere earned, somewhere worth every ounce of struggle. So let the silence be your beginning. Let the doubt become your fire. Let every moment shape you into the person you were always meant to become. Not by waiting, not by wishing, but by moving forward with courage every single day. There was a moment you thought you had nothing left. A moment where everything felt heavier than words could explain. But even then, something inside of you kept beating, kept breathing, kept going. That was not weakness. That was power. The world does not hand strength to anyone. It demands that you find it, that you carve it out of the storms you survive, that you build it from the pieces of every fall you rise from, that you claim it again and again, even when your hands are shaking. You were not made to break. You were made to bend and stretch and adapt, to be reshaped by pain but not ruled by it, to feel fear and keep walking, to be uncertain and still choose movement. That is how resilience is born. That is how greatness begins. No one sees the silent battles, the thoughts you fight, the energy it takes just to keep showing up. But those moments count. Those invisible victories matter. They are the foundation of your strength. They are the proof that you are becoming unbreakable. You do not need permission to keep going. You do not need a perfect plan to take the next step. You only need the will to try, the courage to continue, the refusal to give up. And when it hurts, when it feels impossible, remember this. You have already survived moments you thought would destroy you. You are still here, still fighting, still growing. That is the definition of power. That is what makes you unstoppable.